general details. So this specification is in a specified state, and there's been a life cycle defined for this particular asset type for service specifications. And you start out in identified, and then you move through eventually to an approved state. Now, before you can become this asset can become approved, it has to be shared with certain stakeholders. And one of our collaborators here is David, who's our SOA Center of Excellence chairperson. So for the moment, I'm going to log out as the administrator, and we'll log back in as David. And if David goes to his dashboard here, as with all stakeholders, they'll simply see that they have some assets to review, and one of them is the credit service specification. So if he accesses the asset, he's got special new features to approve, reject, or comment on this particular asset. So we're going to go ahead and approve the specification. So what he's done is he's looked at the asset, and this will support our need to get a credit score. He'll post his comments. He's approved this particular asset, so he can now go ahead and transition the asset to the approved state. Now, as he does this, what the system does is notifies him that he's missing one of the actions. In fact, the ALE, which is the Advanced Lifecycle Edition, this is the connection with WebSphere Service Registry and Repository, has not succeeded. So if you look at the details here, it takes us to that and says that the equivalent synchronized object needs to be approved. So we'll move over into, we'll link into WSRR, and we'll take a look at this. So the current asset has been scoped, but it needs to be specified. So if we propose the asset specification, this will allow us to meet our criteria. So now it shows us that the remote asset in RAM is specified, and the asset in WSRR is ready for specification review. So if we return here to Rational Asset Manager, and David approves the asset now, it will synchronize with WSRR and allow the approval to go through, since both objects have had the appropriate prerequisites.